let's go. Anna had a nervous smile on her face as she walked through the busy streets of London. She had just moved from Brazil, and although she was excited about this new chapter in her life, something made her apprehensive. English. Even though she knew a few words, she still didn't feel comfortable speaking. This made her insecure, especially in unfamiliar places. Hi, I'm Anna, she thought, as if introducing herself to the world. I know how hard it is to learn a new language, but over time, everything will fall into place. Today, she decided to visit the local market to buy something for lunch. It was a sunny day in London. The market was vibrant, full of colorful stalls, people chatting, laughter, and the sound of fresh fruits being weighed. Anna walked through the bustling streets, observing the fruit, vegetable, and cheese stands. Everything was so different from Brazil. The streets were small, lined with shops, and the smell of apples and fresh bread filled the air, but Anna couldn't relax. She clutched her shopping list with English words she was trying to learn, but couldn't focus. She was more worried about how to ask for directions than about actually buying anything. She didn't know what to do if someone talked to her. Everything felt like a big challenge. Suddenly, she stopped in front of a fruit stall. The vendor was smiling and chatting with customers, but when he saw Anna, he paused and asked with a smile, "Can I help you?" Anna felt a knot in her stomach. She wasn't prepared to be approached, but she knew she couldn't pass up this opportunity. I need to ask for help, she thought. It was now or never. She looked up, gathered her courage, and said with a slightly shaky voice, "Excuse me, can you help me?" The vendor smiled and replied, "Sure. Where do you need to go?" He was ready to help, but Anna was more worried about not making mistakes. Anna took a deep breath. She knew she needed to continue the conversation, so with a slightly firmer voice, she said, "Excuse me, can you help me?" The vendor looked at her with a friendly smile and, without hesitation, replied, "Sure. Where do you need to go?" Anna felt immediate relief. The vendor was so kind. She pointed at her list and said, "I'm looking for 123 Baker Street." "Ah," the vendor said, nodding, "it's easy. Go straight, then turn right at the second street." Anna stood still for a moment, processing what he said. Go straight, turn right. It made sense. He was telling her to go straight and then turn right. She repeated it in her head to make sure she would remember the words. Go straight, then turn right. "Thank you so much," Anna replied, smiling with relief. The vendor smiled back and said, "You're welcome." And with a wave, he turned to help another customer. Anna, although nervous at first, now felt much better. She had asked for help, understood the instructions, and most importantly, managed to communicate in English. As she walked down the street, Anna repeated the instructions to herself. Go straight, then turn right. The words started to feel more natural to her, and she felt like she was making progress. Excuse me, this is one of the most essential phrases for anyone learning English. You can use it when you want to politely get someone's attention. It can be to ask for information, excuse yourself, or even when you need to pass by someone on the street. Example, "Excuse me, where is the bus stop? Can you help me?" A fundamental phrase when you need help. The use of "can you" indicates a polite request. Don't worry if you don't know everything whenever you ask for help this way. People will likely be patient and explain things calmly. And best of all, you practice these phrases in a real situation, just like Anna did at the market. Remember, Learning English doesn't have to be complicated. Each small practice, like asking for directions or simple questions, brings you closer to fluency. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel to speak English. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to the channel and keep learning with us. In the next video, we'll learn even more useful phrases for your daily life. Don't miss it. Final message: remember, no matter where you are in your learning journey, the important thing is to never give up.